So this is a pretty hilarious story. There's a running back for the Chargers in the NFL named Justin Jackson. He's a hardcore progressive, and he bodied Neera Tanden literally into bits. And Neera Tanden, as you guys know, she's somebody who is basically a Hillary Clinton goon, a resistance goon, etc., etc., okay? She is literally, I think it was her mom that came out and talked about how she's super loyal to Hillary and stuff like that. Because, they gave him a job and all that, whatnot. She's seriously a goon of that, and she's super cringe. She's a Hillary propagandist. She's one of those resistance people who opposes Trump in the dumbest ways, in the worst ways, in the incorrect ways. So, there's news that the Iraqi parliament had voted to, be like, okay, this message to all of U.S. troops, get the fuck out of our country. And she responds saying, you know who loves this news and will now have a much wider footprint in the Middle East? Putin! So, we've been trying to get out of these wars really ever since they've started, okay? And instead of being like, yeah, this is great that the Iraqi parliament voted to get our troops out of Iraq, because these are never-ending wars that cost a shit ton of money. There's no real objective. There's no winning. Winning has no meaning in this scenario. There's no objective. There's no winning. There's no exit strategy. We're never going to leave, ever, because there's no way to win. It's impossible. It's like playing an open-ended game of basketball that never ends. So, and then civilians die, we waste a shitload of money, and it doesn't make any sense. But Neera Tanden is like, Putin! Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Is this a meme? Are you kidding me? It's almost like someone made up a response of Neera Tanden. That's how clownish this is. And Aaron Mateg says, you know who loves that prominent Democrats are still, even in 20 unhinged Russia conspiracy nuts, Republicans. She says, you know who loves that folks like Aaron attack Dems all the time? Trump! So they oppose Trump in the dumbest ways. Then when people call them out on that, they're like, you're basically in effect a Trump supporter. So stupid. And so this is where Justin Jackson jumps in. He says, WikiLeaks exposed you for wanting to take Libyan oil as, quote, payback for overthrowing their government. Libya is now a failed state and terrorist hotbed. You're a warmonger. Voters rejected your ideology in 2016. So you know who likes you, Neera? Trump. You helped him get elected. Holy shit, that is a good fucking tweet. So it is true that she did say that, actually. And there's even more about that. We got a ton of information from those WikiLeaks leaks. The DNC leaks, we got a ton of information from those leaks, dude. And then he responds saying, receipt. Also note who is fighting back against this. Faiz Shakir, Bernie's campaign manager. Says, I think you're just embarrassed you got caught arguing for appropriation of Libya's oil. It's from Faiz Shakir. And Neera Tanden said, we have a giant deficit. They have a lot of oil. Most Americans would choose not to engage in the world because of that deficit. If we want to continue to engage in the world, gestures like having oil-rich countries partially pay us back doesn't seem crazy to me. So, and Faiz responding, I don't think it's fair that we create our own domestic problems and ask other nations to pay for it. Absolutely amazing. Faiz Shakir's Bernie's campaign manager, first ever Muslim campaign manager of a presidential campaign in the United States. And also another piece of info you might not know, it was, he had asked, I forget if it was Hillary or if it was Obama, a tough question about Iraq. And she got so angry that she physically pushed him. So imagine if genders were reversed. If a guy did that to a woman, it'd be a huge outrage. But because Neera is not a guy, nobody seems to care at all. She physically pushed Faiz for asking that hard question. And there are a ton of leaks like this that came out of those WikiLeaks exposing Neera Tanden and the Democrats for all the horrible shit that they've done. And so he just put her in a body bag, dude. I mean, this is insane. I love how he put in that voters rejected your ideology in 2016 because it is a big reason why Trump won. He lied and said bullshit like, he's a non-interventionist and he's not going to escalate stuff. And Hillary was the, proud war hawk. And look where it got you. Justin Jackson, running back for the San Diego Chargers, puts Neera Tanden in a fucking body bag.